And what's up, people? I'm back. It's Joey Bags. Today's video is gonna be me playing GT7. So, little backstory. I picked up GT7 back in I think February or March when I first got into sim racing. Just because, how can you have a PlayStation and not have Gran Turismo? I had originally picked up GT Sport, played that was okay, but I figured, hey, you know what? I need to get Gran Turismo 7, so I went ahead and did that. I popped it in, did the update, didn't upgrade it to the PS5 version. I'm still rocking the PS4 version because I got that on sale, so I got it for like 30 bucks. And quite honestly, it looks so good, I don't feel the need to pay the $10 to take it up to the PS5 version. So that's what I've got. That's what I've been playing. So like I was saying, I got it back then. I haven't touched it until just this past weekend. So Friday night, I decided, hey, you know what? I haven't played it in ever. I haven't unlocked anything, haven't done anything. So it's like, let's go ahead and do this. So I went into the game and I started. I'm using my PXN V12 direct drive wheelbase, you know, the same one that I use for all my videos. And it's one of those things where we'll go into past videos, and I've always said driving games on console, they're not really sims, they're driving games. If you want to stretch it, you can call it a simcade. Gran Turismo 7, quite honestly, falls right in line with what I said. It was also what I was saying about Forza, or should I say Forza Motorsport 2023. Not a bad game on Xbox. It's great when I'm there using my controller. It's not something that I feel I need to go out of my way to go ahead and get a wheel or sim rig, or I mean, I use it because I have it. If I didn't have it, would I recommend to go out and get one? Nah. WRC 2023, that's a little different. Well, no, you know what? That's going to be in the same boat. I would go along with the same deal. If you get it on console, if you get it on Xbox, if you get it on PS5, and you don't already have a wheel, I see no point in running out to get a wheel for it. I really don't. Now, I did try it on Xbox in my rig, and it was so good. It's not good enough that I would tell you run out and buy a whole setup, but it was good. The force feedback was beautiful. The gameplay was wonderful. The graphics looked great. I haven't tried it on PS5, so I can't tell you really on PS5, but on Xbox, it was freaking great. On PC, I had a little bit more of a difficult time when the game first released. There was issues with force feedback and certain vendors. Good thing is, so at first it was kind of not fun to play, especially when I tried the Xbox version. After a few days, everything got sorted out, and it was on par with the Xbox version. It was fun to play again, so it was like, okay, cool. Also, not a game that I would run out and tell you to go get. But it was good enough that I may buy it. I may wait till it's on sale or something. I have Dirt Rally 2 that I can play if I needed rallying game. But I digress. This goes completely apart from the video at hand. So Gran Turismo on PlayStation, on PS5, you don't have to go buy a wheel. I play it just as well with my controller, maybe even better. When I was doing the license test, there were some license tests that I had to do with the controller because I just couldn't get it done with the wheel. You would think I would have better control with the wheel, but nope. I did much better with the controller. Cool part is having both plugged in, I was able to go back and forth. So, you know, one license test I did with the controller, and then when I was done with it, I swapped right over to the wheel, and vice versa. Something I couldn't get done with the controller, since I'm already in the rig, I went right to the wheel. I was good to go. So enough verbal diarrhea from me and just watching my face. Let's go ahead and let's get into some gameplay here. So yeah, there we go. We've got the It was waiting for me. So let's go ahead and hopefully that's not too loud. We'll lower it just a touch. You know, hopefully it's really not too loud that it drives you crazy. I don't like the opening video. Ah, there we go. Oh. I'm not hearing anything. Let's see, let's take a quick break. And we're back. So after some small technical difficulties and a little hiccup, we are back now in Gran Turismo. So I'm going to go ahead, oh, Gran Turismo 7. Let me go ahead and go back now, so that way I can hear the game. Oh no, you're gonna get the double echo. Oh well, so let's fix this. We don't want that annoying echo, which I know everyone hates. So let's just quickly go fix this so I can hear you in my headset. There we go. Nice mellow sounds. Hopefully this doesn't get me copyright struck. And now let's go back to our main screen. So here we are. I went ahead and I unlocked all of this. So yeah, first time playing was Friday. Well, actually for real playing, like actually taking time to sit and do licenses and whatnot. We'll go to my card collection here. I've got, actually that doesn't look that good. Let's do it from here. So this is my nice little collection of cars. I've got a few cars that, you know, I've gone ahead and modified. I've got a Hellcat wide body, S13 coupe wide body, a Sirocco, which I just got this really cool paint on. I did some mods to this Integra Type R and to this Mini Cooper, and everything else is pretty much stock except for like the race cars. So I'm going to hop in the Sylvia, which is done up pretty well, not, you know, over the top, but pretty well. It's a pretty quick car, brakes really well. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and drive around. We'll do a quick race around someplace. We'll sort it out. Let's see, in the Americas, other than Seika, oh, definitely not I don't like the way any of those tracks look. Goodwood wasn't bad. Brands Hatch. No, let's see. No. Scuba. No, we'll just do the Scuba circuit. And yeah. Let's do daytime. We'll just do a time trial. I'm not even gonna really push it. We'll just drive normally. I don't have any of the assists on except for maybe automatic transmission. Yep. It's the only assist I have on at the moment. So I do have to say, the V12 DDL from PXN, the force feedback on this is great. the wheel in itself is awesome. I do have one problem, which I really hope that PXN can address, and it's this completely random timeout for the base. I don't know if it's due to temperature, I don't know if it's due to time. Every once in a while, no, I'm not even gonna lie and say once in a while. It's pretty often, almost guaranteed, that at some point it's going to time out and disconnect from the console, which is extremely annoying, especially when you're in the middle of a race. Like, super annoying. The good part is that all I've got to do is just pull the little key dongle, the N5 dongle that's in the back. I've just got to like pull that out, pop it back in, hit the PXM button in the middle, and I'm back in. So it's not like, oh my god, it's some huge detriment. It's just extremely annoying. And I can honestly tell you, I didn't notice it before, just because I never played it that much. If I did, I would maybe come in, do like a race or two, something quick, turn it off, and that was it. I was done. It's not something where I spent all day using. And Friday night and pretty much all Saturday, I was on here. It did it quite a few times. It was enough that it was really freaking annoying, but also not a game changer for me. Not something that I would say, oh my god, I can't recommend the wheelbase. It's annoying, yes, but when the wheelbase is $519 or $530 something with tax, depending on when you watch this video, as of right now, and if it's available, I will take some small idiosyncrasies like, you know, disconnect every so often, and like it was something where I could go an hour or two and it didn't happen. And then there was another time when it happened, and then 7 minutes later it did it again. So it was very intermittent. So PXN, if you're watching, kind of need this addressed. You know, I do like recommending this wheelbase, but I know some of you will be like, nah, that's a deal breaker for me. And you know what? It might be. For me, it's really not, because the alternative is a $1,000 direct drive. It's you know, getting a Fanatec CSL DD Pro. So the 5 Newton meter, we're talking $700, and then getting not a good lap. Then getting a, I think the least inexpensive nice wheel is the McLaren GT3, which is $199. So we're looking at $700, $800, $900, and then tax and shipping puts us over $1,000. Over $1,000 for a 5 Newton meter direct drive wheelbase. Quite honestly, that's ridiculous when you can get SimMagic Alpha Mini for $500. I think it's less than $500. And that's like 12 or 13 Newton meters. Yes, it's PC only. I'm pretty sure if I were to get a Resolution from Brooks, the Resolution 2, or a Drive Hub, I can probably get this all working on the PlayStation. Or I could get a Moza. I could get a Moza R5, 5 Newton meter base, you know, kind of but the R5 bundle, I think now is about 4 and change, and get a Brooks resolution, which I know that's working, and hook that up to the console, and I can use that. I mean, it's a little clunky. I really don't want to have to use a separate box. I mean, I guess we can go into technicalities. Using that dongle that's on the direct drive from PXN is technically using a different box, but it's a solution that's kind of built in and native to PXN, so I can't fault them for that when the resolution is doing something really similar. You've got to connect the controller to it, so that way it uses the controller as the bypass for the security chips. So, I mean, that's probably going to be my next option. So if it's not something that they can sort out, or if it's going to be a big deal, I may have to go ahead and find an alternative, which I really don't like, because I like being known as the PXN guy, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But really, all in all, as it is now, it's a mild inconvenience for me. And I don't use it that much that it makes it a deal breaker. And I think that's why I'm not as upset about it, because I don't use this as much, at least not on console. On PC, that's a different story. On PC, I'm on this thing 2 hours a night. Let's see if I can change some settings. On console, I mean on PC, I'm on this thing 2 hours a night, guaranteed. Guaranteed 2 hours. The PlayStation, I can't remember the last time I turned it on before I turned it on Friday. Maybe it was to do enough. I think it was to do the update for Gran Turismo. That's it. I play the Xbox actually more than I do the PlayStation, and I love my PlayStation more. But I play a lot of Call of Duty on Xbox, so I mean, does that really count? You know. So there's that, and I mean, for some people that's going to be a kind of a big deal. It might be a big deal breaker. For me, not so much. And as I said, it's just because I don't use it as often. On PC, there's none of those issues. On Xbox, actually, there's none of those issues at all. On Xbox, it works perfectly fine the way you expect it to. This force feedback is actually a little hard. And I think it's funny because I think at some point in a video I complained that the force feedback in Gran Turismo 7 was a little weak compared to GT Sport. Maybe it's just the settings I have on the wheel. I mean, I kind of like a hard, firm wheel to turn, but I think it's a little too firm. Ah. So there's the whole little timeout issue, which comes as a surprise at times. And other than that, I don't seem to have any issues with it. I don't use it as often as like I said, but on PC, I'm using this thing 2, sometimes 3 hours a night on weekends. Longer, and on PC absolutely 0 problems. On Xbox also 0 problems. And the issue that I was having on Xbox with Assetto Corsa Competizione, where it wasn't being recognized, should I say the pedals, and that was an issue that was for multiple different wheelbases. PXN, there's actually a fix for it. Now the funny thing is I tried to do the fix using my regular controller, and for some reason it wouldn't work. One of my viewers, shout out to, let's see it. Let's pause this real quick. Alright, so she's going to be a shout out to... I think it's Motorhead? No. Okay. M Rod Bearings. Okay, so one of my viewers, M Rod Bearings, on YouTube. Shout out to him. He reached out to PXN, and they gave him the fix, which was to get into game, pretty much, and then back out. When you back out to the home menu, hold down L3 and R3, and what it does is it resets the wheel, and then when you go back in to game, the wheel turns back on, it resets, turns back on, you keep pressing A or B, whatever it is on Xbox, to go back in, and you go back to the options, you set your settings, or if you have preset, you load the preset you have, click save, and when you go back into the game after that menu, everything is working again. So I was trying it desperately with my regular controller, and for some reason it didn't work. I then was like, you know what, let me try it with my Elite controller. And lo and behold, I did it with the Elite controller, and it worked perfectly fine. So I was like, awesome. And the thing is, I went ahead and I bought ACC just to test this, because I think it was him himself messaged on my YouTube video that, hey, I'm having a problem with this. Do you know? And I'm like, that I know of, no, but I also don't have the game. So at like 2 a.m., I buy this game to try it out just to see if it's true. And lo and behold, it was correct. He was correct. It didn't work. And we were trying to find the workaround. He found the workaround. He reached out to them. And I went ahead and tested it. It was working fine. So, that's the thing. You're going to have like little weirdness and idiosyncrasies and, quirks with different devices. So, you sometimes can't let those things really be that big of a deal breaker. Like if it just didn't work, I guess it didn't work. If ACC was that big of a deal for you on Xbox, and that was a deal breaker for you, I can understand that. I play ACC on PC only. So I have it on PlayStation. Don't play it, but I do have it. Now I have it on Xbox. Don't play it. So yeah, I mean, there's some things, but you figure out ways to get around it, or you reach out to the company and get fixes. So I've reached out to PXN about the whole disconnect, and let's see what they say. Other than that, I mean, we've been going around, we're 12 laps in, and everything has been fine. 12 laps in at about a minute or so a lap. So we've been at this about maybe less than 15 minutes. I don't want this video to drag on because, I know you guys know I just love long form videos and to just spit my verbal diarrhea. Just talk and talk and talk and talk. But I know you guys really kind of want the info and want to get out. I can tell that from my analytics, my YouTube analytics. So, this is the PXN V12 DDL, 6 Newton meter direct drive wheelbase on PS5 using the N5 dongle that's included in the bundle from PXN, and I'm playing Gran Turismo 7. And as you see, I'm going around. Maybe what I'll do is I'll capture some I'll throw in some B-roll for you guys of me just using this, so that way you can just kind of see the screen and my hands, so that way you can't say like, oh no, he's using the controller. He's using a controller, he's not using the wheel. I mean, honestly, if I change views, you can quite easily tell from the smoothness of the steering that I'm not using a controller. Because if I was using a controller, it would be all over the place. So, guys, have a good night. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to do my usual outro. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm more than happy. If you're watching, thank you for the support. Every video I end it the same way, begging you guys to, you know, do this, do that, and you know what? If you like my content and you want more of it, you're doing what you gotta do. You're watching, and I'm happy with that. So, have a good night, guys. Peace. I'm out.